Hi, this is Mark Wilkins with InquiryNews.com. Spelled one E, InquiryNews.com. Go there and click on donate and throw some money my way. I appreciate it. I just want to finish off one thought about the Rush Limbaugh thing about people being nice. I'll give you a story. I met a guy years ago when I was younger, and from some friends, they brought this old guy over. He came to my apartment and I met him. And he's just a really nice old guy, and he talked about, he had a lot of feeling, and he cried a little bit and talked about things and, about people in general, and then how he cared about people and cared about his family, and he's very emotional and really nice guy. I mean, he made you beam. I mean, I was like, woo, beaming and everything. Then finally, he confessed that he had been in Alcatraz, and he'd even been put down in a pit in Alcatraz a few times. This means you had to do something really bad, like kill somebody. And found out that he murdered 7 people. And he said it was in a drunken state most of the time, or drugs or whatever, and be in a bar or somewhere, whatever, someone attacked him and killed him. And so he was a pretty big badass. He ended up in Alcatraz after murdering 7 people. And, the guy had a lot of feeling. He cared about people. He cared about poor people. He cared about homeless. He cared about, mentally ill. He cared about all that stuff. He cried. He make you feel like that. And I think he did care about people. But if you got on his wrong side, he'd stick a knife in you or shoot you in the head. I mean, so I guess all I'm saying is to Rush Limbaugh is he said, as people got to know Rush, that he really is compassionate. He really is caring. Well, let's look at proof in the pudding on compassion. I go by what happens. So Ronald Reagan threw homeless, threw mentally ill people to the street. Okay? Because he got sued by the ACLU, he got mad, he threw them to the street. To this day, they've been roaming around the streets, mentally ill, and not being helped. So there are some mentally ill being helped in some other states, but pretty much go over LA, anywhere, you'll see them everywhere. That's because we're on Reagan. Is that compassionate? Is that being nice? Is that caring? Yeah. I mean, like I said before, Hillary cared about you all the way up until you were put in the oven. The heat's up on you. Hey, I guess the guy don't like me now. Yep, yeah, I think so. Jeez, where does this guy come from? So you can have a bad policy or a bad idea that's not good for people. It's not good for everybody, such as not caring the poor and not taking care of, immigration, not caring about these people and taking care of them, getting things set up correctly, and being honest and forthright. There's a difference. To me, I don't think picking up every illegal immigrant in the United States and taking them home is a good idea. I mean, we can, those people, if they want to come here, let them come here. And as long as they obey our laws and all those other kinds of things, who cares? And see if we can work with them and get them better pay. And I think they're way underpaid. But anyway, it's another issue. I think if you do the same job as somebody else, or even better, you should get paid for that. You shouldn't get underpaid because they can take advantage of you. That's just disgusting in my mind. I don't know. That's terrible. That should never happen. But anyway, having compassion has nothing to do with having good laws that help everybody. The reason why we have the Constitution of the United States, the reason why we have these things, is to benefit everybody as best we can. It's not a perfect system and never will be. But we try to take care of everybody. Make sure people have food. Make sure they have a house and clothing. They're not pooping on themselves out in the field somewhere. They're not laying in the weeds. We have compassion with people so they can pay their rent. Keep the rent low so they can afford things. Not, screw them out and throw them in the street. Unbelievable. And I voted for Ronald Reagan, by the way. So proof is the pudding of what you do, not just what you say. You can say things all day, but when it comes, the rubber hits the road or whatever it is, when you throw a bunch of mentally ill people out in the street and say, I'm not going to take care of them, and then you take the money and go blow it on other stuff and give the filthy rich a little bit of their money back so they feel good, and take the rest and blow it on something else, I think it's pretty sick. And Rush Limbaugh is really sick, a very sick person, especially, look at the wife he married now. What, when he was, 40, she was born? That's nasty. Very, very nasty. Very nasty person. Anyway, Thanks for listening to me. Let me know what you think. This is Marksville, Pennsylvania Courier News, signing off today, and you have a great day. Thank you.